So today we are going to talk about how holy Jackie is. Can't you just see her little halo shining? Actually, what we want to talk about is a tricky one, and we don't really know how to talk about it, but we're going to give it a stab, and we're going to talk about talking to kids about God.
Taking a stab is a really good way of putting it.
Yeah.
Maybe a little unholy, but you and I have two very unique perspectives. You're Catholic?
Yeah, so my kids are like raised with a religion, so it kind of makes it easy.
Yeah.
So they just kind of get shoved this stuff down their throats from the time they're born with their baptism.
I went to a Catholic school for years.
Yeah, you know all of it. Do you have lots of guilt?
I had it for 3 years.
Yeah,
I shed it
Catholic.
when
It's
I
a good
became
Catholic
atheist.
skill. Yeah. Having said that, however, obviously we introduce our kids to all sorts of other religions and beliefs, and that some people don't believe in God at all, and that's awesome and perfect, and there is science to support some of that too. So we have very open conversations about it.
Yeah, that's
and
right.
I'm quite sure I have some kids who are like non-believers,
right?
But they've just been raised in a home that is Catholic, so
yeah,
it did make it kind of easier.
Well,
in some ways.
Yeah, I can see why it does, because we're non-denominational, but we're not actually atheists. I'd say we're agnostic.
Right.
I wasn't raised in a religious house. My grandma went to church, but
so she's going to heaven.
So she's already there.
Okay.
Thank you. So I foolishly thought the school system was going to take care of this for me, right? Like I was like, oh,
that
so
pesky school didn't
you just go to school and learn everything I don't want to talk about. So I noticed though that right before the holidays, Maddie and I were walking to gymnastics, and someone had a nativity scene. I said, oh, look, there's the baby Jesus. And she's like, who?
Who's that guy?
I was like, what aren't they teaching you? And then
taking no ownership whatsoever over the education of a child.
Thank you, TDSB. So I was like, oh crap, we were like 3 minutes from the gym. And I was like, oh, thank God, we can't cram it all in, and then we'll just distract her later with candy. So we got home, and sure enough, she's like, so what's with the baby? And
what's
the
Jesus?
Jesus. And I was like, well, he's baby Jesus, and he was born on Christmas Day, so it's his birthday. I was really struggling with what to say, because part of our family, like in our family, we have people of the Muslim faith, we have Christian. I think that the opportunity it's great, because she gets to learn how we worship in all cultures. Do we worship? And Greg and I have sort of lightly explained that we believe in something. We believe in something greater than ourselves. We believe that, the things that we really need to follow and that guide our lives are gratitude and being kind to others. And whoever you worship, they would likely believe those things too. And we just try to keep it kind of generic, because she's 6.
Yeah, you gotta keep it age appropriate and something that they can understand. And I think the whole having that opportunity, I know some people don't like the opportunities to talk about these things. I love these. Like, to me, I'm like, oh, well, this is Christmas, and actually this is the history of this holiday.
Yeah,
like, just why more matter of fact. Yeah, you're getting the presents because that little dude in
the guy in the crib.
The guy in the crib.
Yeah.
But you can say, that's just some cultures, but this is actually a very Christian holiday that for some reason has become a big part of our culture.
Yeah.
That everyone celebrates. A lot of people celebrate who aren't even Christians. Whatever. Yeah. So it's just an opportunity to talk about these things. I think where things get tricky is that if you have a child who has friends who are like fundamentalists or very extreme in their religious beliefs, and then they start saying weird stuff to your kid, like your kid's over there on a play date, or
right. You mean like if somebody is like believes in creationists versus evolution, then you have the whole dinosaur Adam and Eve problem, and on the same timeline,
right. So you can always explain those things. Some people believe this is what in our family we believe, but when you grow up may change your mind, or you might always open it up that they can own what their beliefs are. But this is something that we've raised you with, but time will.
Okay, so tell me what you think about this.
Okay.
And if you disagree, actually don't tell me.
Okay.
So I did tell Maddie that nobody actually has the answer. I said no religion has the answer. I don't have the answer. It's up to you to sort of take in everything you can and make a decision for yourself when you're older. Nobody has it right because nobody actually knows.
Right.
And we're not going to know till we go visit grandma in heaven. Well, you go. I guess I'm not going, but
she's holding a spot at the bar in hell for me. I think, Jack, I actually think that's the perfect way to do it. Just be like, you know what? There's so many questions, and you know, you'll go on your own. You'll learn as you go, and you'll discover things, and you'll reject things. That's like anything in life. You know, you're gonna take stuff that makes sense to you and works for you, and you're gonna leave the other stuff behind. And the same goes for religion. Yeah.
And one tip I would leave for moms is when these sticky conversations sort of happen, always good to have a chocolate bar in your purse.
Oh,
because then you're like, ding, 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 oh, bright, shiny object. Look over
here.
The
other thing I think are really, other than having sweets, obviously,
yes.
you don't have an answer, you feel like you're not going to get it right, say, you know what, I think this is a really important question, and I want to put a bit of thought into this, because I don't want to give you misinformation. So that was a really important question, and I'm going to get back to you. And then do. If you want to take some time to talk to other moms who have gone through it, or get some input from a friend, or Google stuff, or who knows what, talk to your spouse, don't be afraid to say, I just got a parking lot that right now because I don't feel entirely comfortable how to answer, but boy, you're good at questions. You know?
Yeah, oh, that's a good idea. Yeah. Okay. So how do you deal with religion and God and different forms of worship with your child? Do you dodge it, or do you hit it head on? Dodge it or deal with it?
We want to hear more about what you want to talk about or hear us talk about, so make sure you leave us your ideas. Cheers.
Cheers.